the things that make an angle an angle. So you have this ray here. An angle is basically made up of two rays. So this is a ray, this is a ray. And does anybody know what this point is called here? It starts with a V.
Vector.
No?
Vertex.
Vertex. This is the vertex.
I feel like vectors and mathematical things like that.
No, you're
There.
not. Okay, get going. Look at mine, right.
Okay, the first thing we're going to talk about is how we would name angles. So we can name segments, we can name lines, we can name points, we can name planes, we can even name rays. Here's how you would name an angle. So here's this nice angle. I'm going to put a dot, and a dot. We're going to call it A, B, C. There are actually 3 ways to name this angle. Every time you name an angle, you need a symbol in front of the name. And the symbol is just this little angle-looking symbol. So to name an angle, you use an angle symbol. The first name that I can give this angle is angle ABC. Does anybody have a guess at another name? There's 3 names for this one. Just CBA. So we went A, B, C, C, B, A. What do we notice is in the middle of both of them?
B.
And what is B? The vertex. Okay? So the vertex is always in the middle when you're naming with 3 letters. Now, there's one last way to name, and this is my least favorite way to name because it doesn't always work to name it. But what's the last way?
B.
Angle B. You can just use angle B. Now, sometimes you're not going to know what you mean by angle B, so it's best if you use 3 letters to name. Okay? So you can just use the vertex, or you can use ABC or CBA, but it has to go in order. Okay, so let's move on to classifying. And you guys have heard all of these words that we're going to classify with today. I'm going to write down all the words, leave a space next to each word so we can write in what it means. So the first one is going to be acute.
Okay, well, that's what she just wrote on the board and got done with this.
Hang on, I didn't ask anything, so don't say
Oh,
anything.
no, I was asking questions.
And
Hold
then
on a
she's
second.
going to be doing this, so you need to be following along.
Yeah, you got to write down what I write.
Okay, you're done now. Now pay attention. She's on to the next part. She's on to classify.
Okay, acute, obtuse, another name. The third name we're going to talk about is right. And the last one is straight. So these are all ways to classify angles. Do you have this down, Nick? Okay. Acute. Acute is when you have an angle that's smaller than what? 90 degrees. Okay, so I know you guys have seen this. So this is less than 90 degrees. So it's little, like a little kid. Remember when you were all little kids and you were all cute? And then you became teenagers and you got sassy? Remember that? Remember that happened? Remember when you'd say cute little things and everybody would laugh? Hee, that's so funny. And now you say it and everybody's like, really? That's attitude. Is that how you guys talk? Yeah. See.
Or that's punny.
Okay. Obtuse.
Wow.
What is obtuse bigger than?
90.
Bigger than 90. What do we suppose right angles measure to?
Right on 90.
90 degrees. They're right at 90 degrees. And then a straight angle, like a straight line. How many?
180.
180 degrees. No, you go when the bell rings. Yeah, it'll be fine. You'll be fine. I promise. And that clock is fast anyway.
Just a few minutes.
Okay.
7 minutes.
Right. We get out 12:02. We're going to get our notes done. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. On page 10, everybody on page 10, I want you to draw an example of each one of these. So I want you to draw an angle that looks like it's less than 90. I want you to draw an angle that looks like it's bigger than 90. I want you to draw an angle that looks like it's right at 90. And I want you to draw an angle that would be straight, the straight angle.
See, this is how funny I was last night too.
That's cute.
Isn't that fun?
That is cute.
If you put a little square in the
Label each one underneath with what it is. So here's mine. I'm going to put up here just in case you're needing a little inspiration. That would be my my acute one because it's less than 90. Here would be one that's an example of obtuse. Do you have to have exactly what mine is to make it right? No. See?
You could
Sad.
have, you could
General
have
vicinity.
A right angle. Here's how you know it's a right angle. You have to put this little box here.
This one is not.
That shows it's right. And then a straight angle is just a straight line.
with
Okay? Okay, when we get back, before lunch here, let's all go over here and get a protractor. It's right underneath the ruler and just put it on your desk. So you say that too? Okay, so we're going to measure. Let me show you how you're going to measure. If I can find my little thing. Okay, let's stop talking. What is your deal? What? Okay, just be quiet. Okay, so here will be an example of an angle that you're going to measure with your protractor. Here is the, what is this called?
That is the point.
Vertex. Vertex is important when we're measuring because that's where you're going to put your protractor. Can I borrow this?
Yeah.
If you look at your protractor, you'll see there's a dot right in the middle of the bottom, right? Everybody with that? Okay, there's a dot here, and I said the vertex is important. What do you suppose you're going to do with this dot?
Put it right
On the
there.
Put it on the vertex. You guys are so smart. So you're going to put it on the vertex, and you're going to line up the little line with the bottom of the angle. Then I'm looking at this one that I've just drawn, and it looks like it's either 50 or 130. Because if you look on your protractors, there's two numbers everywhere. But does this angle, how would you classify this angle? Acute or obtuse?
acute.
Acute. What is the definition?
Smaller than 90.
Smaller than 90 degrees. So which one fits, the 50 or the 130?
50.
The 50. So I would say that this is 50 degrees.
That's how you're gonna practice.
Okay? So on your page 10, I want you to draw any kind of angle. It can be obtuse or it can be acute. But listen, it needs to be big enough so that you can see where the lines are going with your protractor. So you want it to be about this big. Okay, so draw anything, and then measure it, and I'm gonna come
Use
see.
your straight edge,
Yeah, you could do that.
okay? Cause your protractor is gonna give you a straight line.
And you guys can kind of guesstimate. What'd you
Actually,
guesstimate that
it's
to
gonna
be?
About 85.
65.
Okay, but it's an obtuse angle, so.
90.
You're gonna go that way?
For school. Oh,
They just came in, they're
We have them?
downstairs, yeah.